And I gotta tell you, man, I just seen some things out there last night. You got soldiers falling in love with juicies. You got fights galore. These young soldiers can't handle alcohol to save their lives. And one thing I did learn is I do not want Brielle growing up. I want her to stay a baby for the rest of my life. Because Lord knows, them teenage years are going to be, I'm not ready for them just yet. Before me and Brandy started dating, we hung out pretty exclusively, if you will. There was one time where we sat in my car for like 4 hours while we waited for her car to be done. Which I actually think her car was ready. We just hung out. Before I get into the house, we all know that when we first start dating somebody, we do what we can to hang out with that person, to get to know them, to do whatever. You know, one thing that I can say, when we first met each other and started hanging out more and more, you know, I would watch basketball and she would sit there and watch it too. I know she didn't like basketball, but she sat there and watched it. With me, mine was a little different. Mine was waiting in the store while she tried on 10 pairs of jeans, a bunch of shirts, and everything else. Now, which one sounds more entertaining? Hell yeah, basketball do. Alright, but you know, the fact that I actually sat there and watched her try on outfits and, you know, we just kind of hung out, it was cool. But I'm not really a fan of waiting on her to try on clothes. Because she knows me better than anybody else. I cannot stand her trying on 10 outfits and not buy one thing. That's something that girls should do together. Not with the husband. Because if you walk around and look in the mall, the husbands are depressed. Because with a guy just goes to the store that he knows he has to get the stuff from. He goes, he buys the stuff, and he bounces. The woman has to try the clothes on. She has to get the guy's opinion. If the guy's not giving an opinion because he's like too pissed off he's there, she's going to try on every top that looks like that one in a different color. Guys, you feel me on this one right here. I know you do. But I'm getting away from the story. So we're in the guest store, she's trying on outfits, and you know, she gets my opinion, and you know me, I'm just still fresh. I'm like, yeah, I like the way that looks, blah, blah. But then it turns into about 30 minutes of it. And by that time, I'm like, this can't be happening right now. There's no way you can spend this much time in a clothes store. I thank God every day I'm not a woman. Okay, so she buys her merch and she bounces. We're going upstairs to a different store. Mind you, we're kind of showing some kind of affection. I want to say I got my arm around her waist, or we're holding hands, or we're doing something at this point. And we get on the escalator, and she gets in front of me. And she gets in front of me, she turns around. So she's like one step ahead of me because obviously I'm taller than her. She turns around and we start engaging in conversation again. The next thing I know, our eyes lock. Like it's some kind of magic spark that just trickles through our bodies. We look at each other, and at that moment, I'm thinking, this might be a good time to lay one on her. So what I do, I move in for the kill. What did she do? Yes, she moved. Rejected. It was pretty, at the moment, it was pretty embarrassing. I was like, oh snap, I just got played, son. And it was like people were looking around, they seen it, and the little fat kid over there was laughing. You got no game. But that moment scarred me. So every time I get on the escalator, I think of the escalator kiss, being rejected by a woman who later on became my wife. She doesn't live this story down. She don't get to live it down. I remind her every single time when we go on the escalator, and she tries to get an tries to get an escalator kiss. I move my face. I lock my lips. I say that to say this, ladies, and some gentlemen, if you get that moment, that magic sparkle in your eyes, and you see it coming and get ready to happen, you see the lips coming towards you, don't move. Stay there. Embrace it. One or two things are going to happen. Either it's going to be a horrible kiss, you got no game, or 2.5 years later, you get married and have a baby. Which one would you prefer? Horrible marriage and a baby? I know which one I prefer. So to all my single people out there that's waiting, looking for that special love, go to the mall, find an escalator, find a guy, go up the escalator, turn around towards him, and kiss him. At the least, you'll be married within 2 years. Try it. Let me know how it works out.